Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Northwestern FFA Game Show. We are the hosts of tonight's show. My name is Victoria.
And I'm Davion. Now let's begin by introducing some of our crazy, amazing, and unbelievable contestants.
She says still nothing.
Contestant number 1 serves as a reference on our chapter's history, all while making history in her tap shoes. It's Ayla Fritz.
Is the best swimmer on the team, known for his butterfly and backstroke skills. He dominates assisting the president in maintaining order, the same way he dominates in the pool. Welcome, Noah Green.
Contestant number 3 is always keeping us up to date in the happenings of our chapter. She might be number 23 on the motocross track, but she gives us the number 1 reports. Welcome, Nikki Benson.
Between that moderate cash flow and has a killer green thumb. Not only can the future nurse save plants from dying, she'll also save humans one day. Welcome, Anna Schaefer.
Contestant number 5 can maintain a meeting order like a beast. She keeps all her records and reports in order and is a busy bunny. Let me introduce our secretary, Elizabeth Schubert.
Best curly hair in the team. Mow a lawn to look as clean as a golf course. You probably even rolled up on a zero turn. Welcome, Mr. Vice President Joey Karen.
Some call her Madam President. She knows how to properly run an organized FFA meeting and isn't afraid to use her gavel to call attention. Welcome, Marina Dynan.
And the glue that holds our chapter together. Please welcome the lovely Mrs. Domack.
With her incredible dog showing skills and impeccable patience for the 7th graders, she keeps us all in line with our SAE records. Welcome, Miss Woodworth.
Don't trust your dad either because he's not afraid to show off his karate chops. And if he catches you swearing, he'll make you drop to do 20. Please welcome Mr. Farrell.
He's our chapter's resident green giant and a sweater vest enthusiast, Mr. Wiles.
Last but certainly not least, our joint chief of staff, a woman with many trades, from logging to large animal science. She can always be found with her beloved dog Daisy, Mrs. Holland.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022-2023 Northwestern Regional FFA Officer Team and Advisors.
Thanks for coming to the show and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Good evening, members, parents, alumni, and special guests. Welcome to the 39th Annual Awards Ceremony of the Northwestern Regional FFA. Tonight, our national anthem will be performed by senior FFA member Annika Ryan. The flags will be hosted by senior Eric Janik and sophomore Kyle Mahalik. Please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Someone said right? No.
You are.
Okay.
The meeting room will come to order. We are now holding the 39th Annual Awards Ceremony of the Northwestern Regional FFA Chapter. Mr. Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers which are at their stations and report back to you, Madam President. Secretary.
Station Director Korn.
Duty, sir.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever Korn is grown and FFA members meet.
Sentinel.
Station by the door.
Bye by the way.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see the doors open to our friends at all times, and that all are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
Station by the flag.
Duty, sir.
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands, and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The historian.
Stationed by the chapter scrapbook.
Your duty, sir.
I keep record of the past and present activities of the chapter and its members. I organize the chapter scrapbook and serve as a reference on chapter history. A good record of chapter accomplishments can be a credit to the chapter.
The treasurer.
Stationed by the emblem of Washington.
Your duty, sir.
I keep an accurate record of receipts and disbursements, just as George Washington kept his chronicles, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standing. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Bye by the hour.
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened wisdom. Mr. Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of laborage and tillage of the soil. Without labor, knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to preside over meetings in the absence of a president whose place is beneath the rising sun.
And why is the President so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. We shall follow the leadership of our president, who shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are 7 officers, 5 advisors, and many guests and members present. Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and to develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes, I now declare this 39th Annual Awards Ceremony of the Northwestern Regional FFA Chapter duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be transacted. Tonight, Taryn Goulet, a Northwestern Regional FFA graduate, will be offering welcome remarks. Taryn was awarded her FFA American degree this past fall and has served both on the chapter and state officer teams. She can be found at any FFA event, seeking out her Northwestern family and greeting us all with a big smile. We are so proud to have such a wonderful leader representing Northwestern, and are thrilled to have her back with us tonight.
Good evening, FFA members, parents, friends, and alumni. For those of you who do not know me,
Ceremony, my name is Taryn, and I'd like to welcome you all to the annual award ceremony for the Northwestern Regional FFA chapter. I'm thankful for the officer team who invited me here tonight. I graduated from Northwestern in 2019, having served as the chapter president. And I would not be standing here today if it weren't for the love and support of the Ag Ed staff. I recently graduated from the University of Connecticut with a bachelor's degree in agriculture and natural resources, with a plan of starting a master's program in education so that I too can become an Ag Ed teacher. So my advice to the students here tonight is to seize every opportunity that the FFA offers you, because you never know where it can take you. As a year ago today, on this exact day, I was a visiting Connecticut FFA state officer at the Puerto Rico State Convention. So please, take that small step in FFA by competing in a leadership or in a career development event. And just like the theme says, together we grow. So thank you, and congratulations to all the award recipients tonight.
Karen, thank you for always being there to support us all and for taking the time to come and speak with us tonight. Please accept this token of our appreciation. Tonight, many FFA members will be recognized for their accomplishments throughout the school year. Our Memorial Scholarship Awards recognize the heart, passion, and interests of current students who share special qualities of those we remember. Would Ms. Holland please approach the podium, and would the officers please take their seats?
I have to wait for technology. We did a few years of waiting for technology. I'm going to get started because what I have to say takes a little longer than all the slides you're going to see. So, as many of you know, we lost an incredible friend and supporter this past Christmas. I wanted to share here tonight some of the thoughts that I conveyed to those in attendance at his service. Mr. Kevin Anstedt got acquainted with our program and then dove right into just about everything. When his daughter Kendra began her time in Ag Ed, so did he. In October of 2012, as a local mason and farmer, Kevin was voted into a position on our consulting committee or advisory board. He made many, many insightful and positive contributions to our reflections and decisions regarding our curriculum and our facility. One of his favorite things was listening to our seniors share their experiences in the program at our senior roundtable, which is held each May. As time continued, and then with Maggie also as a member of the program, Kevin became very active with our parents, friends, and alumni group, eventually co-chairing the group and even being in charge of our annual craft fair. I suppose telling you about just those two volunteer roles is what prompted me to start listing these many hats that Mr. Anstedt wore. I'm sure I'll forget a few, but animal advisor, classroom helper, craft fair coordinator, probably more important, the calm craft fair calmer downer, scrap metal hauler, evaporator builder, fence builder, field trip chaperone. I think he was the chaperone, although has anyone seen number 13? Because he was usually missing. Agri-science project studier, supporter, and eventually a judge, even all the way to state and nationals. Contest assistant, contest judge, problem solver, greens grabber, table renter, dolly borrower, work experience provider, sometimes the class clown and the guy with the joke, NASCAR fundraiser, a catalyst for service, and gracious giver. A dad who was willing to testify in Hartford on our behalf, willing to talk to the school administration, and willing to talk to just about anyone who would listen to the good things we were trying to do in our program. Kevin was our best cheerleader and PR guy. At least in my many years in the program, he's been one of our most valued volunteers. And in all of that, we were lucky to watch him wear the most important hat of all, dedicated dad. I want to conclude by saying that this big long list was just to help us convey the vastness of what Kevin contributed to our Ag Ed program, and I'm sure that I certainly forgot a few. I believe that Kevin's real service to us was really more about how he went about his volunteering. He was always kind and caring, always patient and calm, selfless, compassionate, empathetic. He was really just happy to help, and with that grin on his face all the time, sometimes even when it hurt. So trust me, Ag Ed wasn't his only project, so we felt very grateful that he spent time with us. I personally feel grateful to have known him, honored to call him my friend, appreciative of all he did for me and our program, privileged that he chose to support Kendra and Maggie during their time in Ag Ed, and then our organization for many years beyond. We will forever be grateful for all that he did for us, staff, the students, the volunteers. And as we continue to move forward from this loss, we will treasure Mr. Anstedt as an example of how we should all spread kindness. We want to expand and incorporate more projects into our program, which will have students working in service-related projects to help continue some of what Kevin's positive impact was on our community and on our world. We miss you, Mr. Anstedt. Would the officers please take their places on the stage? And would Kevin's daughter, Miss Maggie Anstedt, please approach the podium?
Hello, everybody. If you guys don't know me, my name is Maggie, or as the students call me, Miss A. I'm going to try to not wander too much off script, as my father would have done, and I'll try to keep the jokes to a minimum. So I just want to give some advice as he has given me over the years, and that I give my students in my classroom every day. And it's just to remember to always be kind, to always be respectful, but most importantly, to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And if you do those things, that's all we can ask of you, because that's always what he asks of others. So tonight, I am here to present the Kevin F. and William J. Anstedt Senior Memorial Scholarship. This annual award is presented at the Agriculture Education Annual Award Ceremony in the memory of Kevin F. Anstedt and William Anstedt Sr. Kevin was an enthusiastic FFA and Ag Ed supporter who was a local farmer and scrapper who volunteered to assist numerous charitable events. William was an avid agriculturist and a local mason contractor who employed numerous area students over his 50 years in business. This award is given to the student that best exemplifies some or all the following criteria reminiscent of Kevin and William Anstedt. Has a smile that lights up the room and a joke at the ready, brings out the best in others, is always willing to lend a helping hand, has a strong work ethic, hardworking both in and out of the school community, and is well-rounded. This award is a $500 scholarship and is given to a graduating senior who is pursuing either a higher education or is an entrepreneur with a small business. The award winner is chosen from eligible students by a consensus of the Ag Ed staff. This year's recipient of the Kevin and William Anstedt Senior Memorial Scholarship is Joey Karen. Would Miss Holland please approach the podium?
We're going to get all the hard ones over. The Lynn B. Holland Memorial Scholarship. This award is being given annually in memory of my mother, Lynn Holland. We lost my mom back in August of 2006, and this was certainly one of the most difficult changes I've had to endure in my lifetime. I know, however, that my mom was very proud of me and what I try to do here. The stories I would share about work would often make her smile or laugh, even though she didn't always understand the dedication to the program or my students or our animals. This award is given to a graduating senior who exemplifies the following qualities, which are similar to those of my mother. Kind and caring, for Mom took care of one and all, whether they were hers or not. Academic effort, she loved to help me with my schoolwork, and she was the world's best proofreader. Artistic and creative, Mom liked to garden, quilt, doodle, draw, paint, and she absolutely loved to cook. And someone who enjoys laughter, because Wynn Holland had one of the best laughs, and she loved a good joke. This year's recipient of the Wynn B. Holland Memorial Scholarship is Lana Cook. Would Mrs. Domack please approach the podium?
The Michael A. Melcher Memorial Fund. The following awards are presented at the annual awards ceremony each year in memory of Michael Melcher. The Agricultural Mechanics Experience Award. This award is given to the agriculture education student or first-year graduate who has displayed a genuine interest in agricultural mechanics through his or her education or work experience program. An award winner is chosen from eligible students by consensus of the agriculture education teachers. A $100 savings bond is being awarded to this year's recipient, Nick Zabrowski. The Most Enthusiastic Student Award, to be awarded to an Agate student who is currently enrolled in the program and who has displayed some or all of the following behaviors which are reminiscent of Michael Melcher. Genuine enthusiasm, spontaneous, humorous, friendly, and energetic. This award winner is chosen from eligible students by consensus of Agate teachers. The $100 savings bond is being awarded to this year's Most Enthusiastic Student, Katrina Boyce. Would Riley Daigle and Lizzie Daigle please approach the podium?
The Sarah Daigle Memorial Scholarship. This award is being presented in memory of our sister, Sarah Daigle. Sarah was a 2002 graduate of Northwestern Regional in the agricultural education program, as well as an active FFA member. She was a quiet leader, earning the respect of everyone whose life she touched. Sarah had a love for all living things, especially animals, and concern for their welfare. She was extremely proud of being an FFA member, and she epitomized many of the qualities of leadership a member should possess. To encourage students to take advantage of the many opportunities available in the agricultural education program and the FFA, this scholarship award is in the form of a United States savings bond and will be given annually to the student that best exemplifies some or all of the following qualities reminiscent of Sarah Daigle. Always has a smile, courageous and brave, eager to help,
inspirational, compassionate, strong and determined, proud, sincere, honest, responsible, generous, and grounded yet adventurous. Students are eligible for this award if they are currently enrolled in the agricultural education program and are active members of the FFA. This award winner is chosen from an eligible students by a consensus of Ag Ed staff. This year's recipient of a $100 savings bond is Annika Ryan.
The Joan Bennett Durrett Memorial Scholarship. This award is being presented in memory of Joan Bennett Durrett. Joan was a proud grandparent of a 2002 graduate, Sarah Daigle, and former Northwestern Regional 7 FFA member, Riley Daigle. Born and raised in northern Maine, Joan lived on a working farm until she moved to Connecticut in 1970. From the age of 6 at the Bennett farm, she was milking cows, tending to farm chores, including preparing the fields for planting, picking potatoes one basket at a time, working on the harvester, and baling hay. By the time Joan reached high school, she was a seasoned farmer. She would have loved to become an active FFA member, but women were not allowed to join at the time. So she lived vicariously through her high school sweetheart and future husband, Roger Durrett, who was an FFA member. She was so proud of him and the FFA and what it stood for. Joan not only believed in the program, she wholeheartedly supported it. She supported every fundraiser and especially loved the craft fair jar sale, having single-handedly saved and filled over 300 jars one year. She loved attending the events and looking at the sea of blue jackets. Although Joan herself was not an FFA member, she was blessed with many wonderful qualities an FFA member should possess. The scholarship award is in the form of a United States savings bond, which will be given annually to the student that best exemplifies some or all of the following qualities reminiscent of Joan Bennett Durrett: strong work ethic, proud, truthful, compassionate, giving, encouraging, eager to assist, and kind. Students are eligible for this award if they are currently enrolled in the agricultural education program and are active members of the FFA. This award winner is chosen from eligible students by a consensus of Ag Ed staff. This year's recipient of a $100 savings bond is Noah Green. Would Miss Julie Odell and Miss Serena, please approach the podium. I'm sorry.
The Michael and Judith Odell Memorial Fund. This is the 35th anniversary of the Michael and Judith Odell Awards, which are given with great pride in the memory of Mike and Judy Odell. The awards are in the form of a United States savings bond in the largest equal denominations able to be purchased from the interest on the Memorial Fund. Odell Production Agricultural Experience Award. This award is given to the agricultural education student who has displayed a continuing interest in agricultural production through his or her work experience program. Any junior, senior, or first-year graduate is eligible for this award. An award winner is chosen from eligible students by a consensus of the agricultural education teachers. A $100 savings bond is being awarded to this year's recipient, Stephen Cahill.
The Odell Inspirational Student Award to be awarded to the Ag Ed student who is currently enrolled in the program and who has displayed some or all of the following qualities, which are reminiscent of Mike Odell: the ability to lead by example, the ability to lift other spirits, the ability to mediate disputes in a positive manner, the ability to find humorous and positive aspects in any situation, the ability to laugh at one's mistakes. This award winner is chosen from students by consensus of Ag Ed teachers. A $100 savings bond is being awarded to this year's inspirational student. Stefina Mancini. Would alumni Miss Sabrina Miller and Todd Miller, sir, please approach the podium.
The Mary Marchand Hall Scholarship Award. The following award is presented at the annual Northwest FFA award ceremony in memory of my great aunt, Mary Marchand Hall. Mary was one of the earliest supporters of the agricultural education program, making it possible to purchase our first tractor to train students in safe tractor operation. Mary continued to support the program throughout her life and attended these award ceremonies for many years. Mary was involved in agriculture at her home in Norfolk and was interested in ensuring that agriculture continued to be an integral part of our heritage. To encourage students to expand and continue their agricultural operations, up to 2 scholarship awards in the form of $100 saving bonds are given annually to students in agricultural education that best exemplify the following requirements.
Have in operation a supervised agricultural experience program that involves some aspects of production agriculture that may include raising their own animals, raising plants, working for someone who is productively raising and marketing plants, animals, or fish, is involved in the maintenance, operation, or repair of agricultural farm equipment. Students are eligible for these awards if they are currently enrolled in the agricultural education program, are active members of the FFA, and have in place documented records of successful experience in production agriculture. The award winners are chosen from eligible students by a consensus of the agricultural education staff. This year's recipients are Akila Christensen and Kyle Mahalik. Please approach the podium.
Our guest speaker tonight has served the Region 7 school community for 13 years. She has been a great supporter of the agriculture education program, overseeing our growth and successes over the years, and most importantly, making a real effort to have a personal connection with our staff, students, and our supporting community. She has been a judge, a loyal customer, an advocate, and our friend. Please help me in welcoming tonight's guest speaker, Dr. Judy Palmer.
I would like to congratulate our students who are being honored tonight and express my gratitude for your teachers for all they do for their students throughout the years, and of course Mrs. Domack and members of our consulting committee. I would like to also thank the officers for inviting me to speak tonight. I thought a lot about what I wanted to say, and I decided to share with you some things about my childhood that linked me to farming. I've never shared these memories before, so I hope you enjoy hearing them as much as I'm going to enjoy sharing them. My sister and her husband Noel lived on a farm when I was growing up. My sister is much older than me, so I was pretty young when I was spending a lot of time there learning about the workings of an animal farm. Unfortunately, she hasn't lived there for many years, but you might know the farm. It's the first house on the right if you're going north on Route 8 and you take a left up Smith Hill. It's on the right, it's a big white farmhouse with a beautiful porch, a red barn, and a field in the background. So that's what I'm referring to. When I look at it today, I realize it's not a big farm, but when I was young, it seemed huge. My earliest memories of this farm still make me laugh. You see, my mom didn't like dogs or cats, so I had no pets growing up. So the farm was a very special place to me, and I spent a lot of time there. There was joy everywhere I looked, and it was filled with new experiences for me, new sights and sounds, new smells and feelings. I came to know a lot about chickens and cows and pigs, and of course I loved their dog named Schaefer and a big old horse that they had named Nellie. They were very special to me. First I want to tell you a story about the chickens. Inside the red barn, my brother-in-law Noel had built roosting shelves around the perimeter. From memory, I would say they were maybe 4 feet off the ground and maybe a little more than a foot apart. In the early morning hours, I would follow him into the barn carrying a basket with a red and white napkin that lined the inside of it. And I would watch in awe how Noel would skillfully use the back of his hand, lift up the hen, grab the egg, and put it in the basket. And he did it quickly. I still remember the first time he put an egg directly into my hand, and I kind of gasped. And he asked me what was wrong, and I said, well, this egg is warm. Mine at home are cold. And he laughed and he said, well, now you know they all start off warm. In my eyes, Noel was an expert at grabbing these eggs, and I thought, although I never said this to him, I always wondered if those hens were mad at him for taking their eggs. So Noel would teach me about the chickens and how to take the eggs quickly. So time and time again, he encouraged me to try it. Now, I wasn't the bravest child, and remember, I didn't grow up with animals, so this whole experience was new to me. But one day, I decided to try it, though clearly not as skillfully as Noel. Very pensively, I approached this one white hen, and I can still remember it like it was yesterday. She was all snuggled down in her nest, and I remember slowly approaching her saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Mistake number one, never apologize to the hen for taking your egg. I squinted my eyes, and I approached the chicken fingers first. Mistake number two, never go fingers first. And then, in the blink of an eye, that chicken claimed her territory and pecked my little trembling hand with authority, launching me into a screaming fit. That one chicken scared the life out of me, and I, in turn, scared all of the rest of the roosting hens. I ran out of that barn through a cloud of sawdust, hay, and feathers, screaming all the way back to the house, yelling for my sister. I can't imagine what a sight that was, and do you know, to this day, I still will not feed a chicken. Now, let me tell you about the pigs. I especially loved the pigs. They were huge. After dinner, Noel and I would take leftovers outside and feed them from a big galvanized bucket. And I remember how happy they were and the noises that they made when they ate. And I would sit and watch them, observing every single thing about them. I still remember the feel of their skin and that their snouts were always dirty. I still remember the shape of their nostrils and how they would drool. Watching them eat was a real treat for me, and around this time I was reading Charlotte's Web. So I was really interested in the pigs, and of course I named the biggest one Wilbur. Now, once a month, my parents and I would go to my sister's house after church for Sunday morning breakfast. It was always so delicious. Farm fresh eggs, fresh crisp bacon, and of course breakfast ham. Now, you might know where I'm going with this, and if Dave Finn is here, he certainly knows where I'm going with this. Well, one Sunday, we were eating, and my dad was commenting on how delicious the ham was. And Noel started talking about how happy he was with the flavor, and about how he worked closely with this butcher, and he made a deal, so he gave him some pork as well. And at that moment, I started to think, and I was like, wait a minute, wait just a minute. And I pushed my chair away from the table, and I went to the kitchen door, and I parted the curtains, and I looked out, and I was like, where's Wilbur? And of course, Wilbur was gone, right? So I ran back into the kitchen, exclaiming, Wilbur's gone, and Noel but of course I did not think it was funny at all. So, in any case, that was my breakfast ham story. I'll share with you one last story about my time on the farm, and it has to do with the horse whose horse, her name was Nellie. Now, Nellie was big and old and overweight and lazy, and she was a brown horse who only seemed to like to eat the apples that fell from the apple tree. But she moved so slowly, and I loved her. I remember talking to her while brushing her mane, looking into her big brown eyes, imagining that she could talk to me like Mr. Ed did on TV. I remember how large her teeth were, which made me nervous as I fed her the apples with this outstretched arm, like holding onto the stem with a couple of fingers. Now, Nellie didn't have a saddle, or if she did, I never saw it. And I really don't think she was used to having a rider. Like I said, she was slow and old, and I really felt like I could ride her. So I would beg Noel to let me. He was always hesitant for some reason, still unknown to me, but one day he agreed. That was mistake number one. He never should have. Well, Noel lifted me onto the old girl's back and walked with me for a little while, and then for some reason he stepped away. Mistake number two. He should never have left me. Well, Nellie lumbered to the far corner of the field with little old me teetering away on her back, holding onto that black mane, and then she bent her old legs and she laid down very slowly, pinning my leg underneath her. Now, it really didn't hurt, but I couldn't move. So of course, what did? I started screaming for Noel, right? Screaming, yep, that poor horse. I still think about that horse and how I must have terrified her. Well, once again, I went running back to the house, yelling for my sister, telling her what had happened. And you guessed it, I've never ridden a horse again. So I know it might sound like these farm experiences traumatized me because I did a fair amount of screaming and crying, but even in my young self, I found great joy on that farm and a sense of peace that I recognized even as a young girl. I truly loved it there. The farm also taught me firsthand about the life cycles on an animal farm. I learned about the intelligence and the spirit of animals, the farmer's dedication to them, the animals' dependence on their farmers, and the care necessary to farm well and responsibly. These experiences played a big part in my excitement about coming here 13 years ago and why I love and support our chapter and FFA. I know how important agricultural education is to our school, our state, our country, and the world. Ag Ed provides a learning experience that occurs nowhere else, and our students are so fortunate to be a part of this program. It's my hope that the experiences they've gained through Ag Ed will stay with them throughout their lives as well, and that their experiences will always bring them happiness. Parents, you especially can relate to the fact that the lessons we learn or the things we experience early in life really mold us, and hopefully for the better. But as you can tell from what I've shared tonight, I do have some unfinished business with farm animals. In the true spirit of modeling lifelong learning, I've decided that in retirement, I will set goals for myself to overcome these lingering fears. So goal number one, next year I'm going to feed some chickens, but I won't reach in for the egg. Goal number two, I pledge to ride a horse again, but a well-rested one. And goal number three, I pledge to make an Easter ham and give thanks to the pig that provided it. And most importantly, I won't scream, I won't cry while doing any of that. At least I hope I won't do that. In closing, I encourage all of you to join me in creating goals for yourself over the next year that will stretch you to address some things in your own life that have created barriers, and that these goals help you gain new joyful experiences that you will always treasure. I've had 13 wonderful years here at Northwestern. I will carry many memories of Ag Ed with me. The first real memory I have happened only a few weeks after I was hired in 2010 at the start of the school year. We just received 2 Oreo cows that were on loan from a local farm, and we discovered that they had escaped. So I remember the panic to find these cows and my own uncertainty that I even knew what an Oreo cow was. And I was driving around the neighborhoods looking for them, calling my friends to help, asking, everyone that I saw, have you seen these cows? Well, after a long search, we finally found them. I learned a lot of valuable lessons during that time, mostly about how important the animals were to the program. But they were brought back to the barn by shaking a bucket full of feed. And I don't think I ever understood before that that was a really great strategy. And I also don't think I ever saw Miss Holland so happy than when those cows came home. I will especially remember attending the National Convention in Indianapolis with our students and seeing the Blue Jackets from across the country. I will remember making apple cider in the kitchen and enjoying maple syrup season. I loved countless visits to the barn with Mrs. Domack to see new babies and stopping to pet the goats before going home. My ag memories will live on. I will miss being here every day next year, but you can be assured that each and every one of you will remain close in my heart. Congratulations once again, award winners. I'm especially proud of the seniors and the Northwestern alumni who've taken on leadership roles for FFA and the state of Connecticut. I wish our students, staff, families, and friends of Ag Ed all the best. You all mean the world to me. Congratulations once again.
Palmer, thank you for sharing your experiences in agriculture. Thank you for your inspiring words, and thank you for your leadership. Please accept this. Would Anna Schaefer and Noah Green please approach the podium?
Hello. The Claudia Mossman College Scholarship Award. It is with great pride that this award is presented annually at the Northwestern Regional FFA Award Ceremony to a graduating senior. Claudia Mossman, retired educator and administrator at Northwestern Regional, was and continues to be an avid supporter of the agricultural education program and the FFA. A firm believer in both the FFA creed and the FFA motto, Claudia continues to uphold these values she holds dear to her heart by providing a college scholarship to a graduating senior pursuing post-secondary education, with first consideration being given to a student attending SUNY, global skill, or pursuing an education in agricultural or leadership-related major. Students are eligible for this award if they are currently enrolled in the agricultural education program and are active members of the FFA. This award winner is chosen from eligible students by consensus of the Ag Ed staff. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Marina Don. Would Noah Green please approach the podium?
The Chapter Star Farmer Award. The Star Farmer Award is given to the outstanding student holding the Chapter FFA degree whose project involves production agriculture. This award is also based upon cooperation and scholarship displayed by this student. This year's Chapter Star Farmer Award goes to Riley Smith. Would Ayla Fritz and Joey Karen please approach the podium?
Chapter Star in Agricultural Placement Award. The Star in Agricultural Placement Award is given to the outstanding student holding the Chapter FFA degree whose placement SAE project involves production agriculture, agribusiness, or directed laboratory. This year's Chapter Star in Agricultural Placement Award goes to Eric Janik. Would Joey Karen please approach the podium?
Star Greenhand. The Star Green Hand Award is given to the best all-around FFA member who has received the Green Hand degree this year. This includes scholarship, leadership, and citizenship, both in and out of the agriculture education program. This year's Star Green Hand is Kylie Quach. Would Marina Dynick, Elizabeth Schubert, and Ayla Fritz please approach the podium?
It is always a pleasure to receive honorary members into the FFA. The purpose of this ceremony is to recognize, from time to time, the efforts of others made on our behalf. Madam Secretary, please read the section of the National Constitution which provides for honorary membership.
Honorary membership. Farmers, school superintendents, principals, members of boards of education, chapter advisors, teachers, staff members in agricultural education, business people, and others who are helping to advance agricultural education and the FFA and who have been rendered outstanding service may be elected to honorary membership by a majority vote of the members present at any regular meeting or convention.
Madam Historian, will you introduce those who are to receive this honor?
Madam President, members, and guests, I am pleased to read the following names. Dr. Judy Palmer.
Will the officers please take their places for this ceremony, and will the usher please present the candidate?
Over the course of the last 13 years, as our superintendent, Dr. Judy Palmer has supported our students and staff in so many ways. She has been a recurring public speaking judge, has traveled to the National FFA Convention, and was instrumental in securing a fourth instructor as our program grew. Dr. Palmer has always been a quiet cheerleader, from sending personal notes to students on their successes to worrying about our barn animals. In times of joy and times of sadness, she has always been visible in our Ag Ed community. We are so grateful to have shared 13 wonderful years with her. We know that your legacy will continue in Kindness in Motion projects in all the coming years.
We welcome you as a friend of the FFA. It is my pleasure as Sentinel to extend to you the symbolic hand clasp of brotherhood and friendship.
As reporter, I am glad to inform you that the FFA is a national youth organization. Welcome to membership.
Your commitment to being a useful citizen to our democracy sends a powerful message to our members and a strong example for others. As treasurer, I welcome you to our organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my pleasure as secretary to add your name to our roll of honorary members.
As Vice President, I welcome you to the FFA. I would inform you that our members learn to appreciate the dignity of labor. Without labor, knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of every member, I wish to say we are very proud to have you as an honorary member. May this affiliation prove valuable to all. I impress upon you that we look to you for counsel and guidance. It is because of the great respect we have for you that you have been elected to honorary membership. May we always cooperate for the benefit of all. I now confer upon you honorary membership to the Northwestern Regional FFA chapter and present you with this token of our appreciation.
Certificates of appreciation are given to those people who have made a positive difference by giving their time, effort, and talents to help the agricultural education program. We would like to thank those people for their support and interest in helping our organization this year. We've enjoyed getting to know you, working with each of you, and hope this is the beginning of a long and mutually rewarding relationship for all of us. A certificate of appreciation has been prepared for those people listed on the back of your program. Some individuals whose names appear in your program received a certificate of appreciation earlier this school year. For those of you who have not already received your certificate, including parents of our seniors and officer team, we ask you to pick up this token of our appreciation in the cafeteria during this intermission or right after the ceremony. Alright, we will now take a 10-minute intermission break. Feel free to stretch your legs, enjoy some refreshments in the cafeteria, or just sit back and relax.
Welcome back. This evening, the FFA Creed will be recited by freshman Evelyn Scopino. Will you please join me on the stage? The FFA Creed was written by E.M. Tiffany and adopted at the 3rd National Convention of the FFA. It was revised at the 38th and the 63rd conventions. Please enjoy this special presentation.
The FFA Creed by E.M. Tiffany. I believe in the future of agriculture, with a faith born not of words but of deeds. Achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturists. In the promise of better days through better ways. Even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggles of former years. I believe that to live and work on a good farm, or to be engaged in other agricultural pursuits, is pleasant as well as challenging. For I know the joys and discomforts of agriculture life, and hold an inborn fondness for those associations, which even in hours of discouragement, I cannot deny. I believe in leadership from ourselves and respect from others. I believe in my own ability to work efficiently and think clearly, with such knowledge and skill as I can secure, and in the ability of progressive agriculturists to serve our own and the public interest in producing and marketing the product of our toil. I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining, in the life abundant and enough honest wealth to help make it so, for others as well as myself, in less need for charity and more of it when needed, in being happy myself and playing square with those whose happiness depends upon me. I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life, and that I can exert influence on my home and community, which will stand solid for my part in that aspiring task. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful rendition of the Creed. Would Noah Green and Anna Schaefer please approach the podium?
Can't see it, that's the problem. Sure.
The DeKalb Agricultural Accomplishment Award. This award is sponsored nationwide by DeKalb Genetics Corporation,
Wait a minute, I
a
think I got
longtime
it.
supporter of the FFA activities.
I think so, check it.
DeKalb has presented Ag Accomplishment Awards since 1947. In addition, the company sponsors college scholarships for ag students pursuing specific careers. Based in DeKalb, Illinois, DeKalb Genetics Corporation is an international researcher, producer, and marketer of corn, sorghum, soybeans, alfalfa, and sunflower seeds. The 2023 DeKalb Agricultural Accomplishment Award is presented to an outstanding agricultural education high school senior, demonstrating superior scholarship, leadership, and agricultural experiences. This year's recipient is Marina Dynick. Would Nikki Benson and Elizabeth Schubert please approach the podium?
The Junior Leadership Awards. The following leadership awards belong to the students who have displayed those qualities that enable them to be leaders in our chapter, school, and the community. This leadership may be displayed in many ways, such as participation in committee meetings, quickly going about tasks at hand, getting jobs completed without undue supervision, taking on additional responsibilities, working with other students, and by being positive role models. This year's freshman recipients of the Leadership Award are Connor Burgess, Jaden Dolphy, Wilson DeSazo, Kylie Quash, Julia Renard, Evelyn Scapino, and Eliana Tibbles. Congratulations.
Leadership Awards. The following upperclassmen award winners were chosen by a consensus of the Ad Ed staff, selecting those who again demonstrate qualities of leadership in our chapter, school, and community. Although many students meet these requirements, only 5 students received this award. Brianna Beach, Stephen Cahill, Charles Dean, Linnea Ludwig, and Sammy Nash. Would Ayla Fritz please approach the podium?
Contest Awards. Each year, FFA members have the opportunity to compete in a variety of contests, some of which begin at the chapter level and then proceed to district and state levels. We are proud that our chapter participated in some of these beneficial career-based competitions. Students who competed in fall CDEs and LBEs were recognized in February at our Winter Achievement Night. For the following spring CDE participants, when your name is called, please come to the stage. Connecticut Agricultural Mechanics CDE. On April 18th, 8 of our students traveled to Cobleskill, New York to represent our chapter in the Connecticut Agricultural Mechanics CDE. The group began practicing in late January, and along the way they became skilled in many aspects of agricultural engineering and technology and became proficient and safe welders. The contest included a general knowledge exam, team problem solving involving diagnostic analysis, metal fabrication, DC electrical systems, and land erosion prevention activity. We sent 2 teams to the competition. The team of Riley Smith, Kyle Mahalik, Ursula Portillas, and James Blissett placed 13th. Teach Ag Ed CDE. This year, Connecticut piloted a new CDE. Teach Ag Ed, or the Agricultural Education CDE, allows students to prepare lesson plan and teaching materials. This CDE also requires teams to problem-solve scenarios in FFA and SAE. This year, Marina Dynick and Haley Lauer have prepared for the CDE and will compete on June 3rd at the State FFA Conference. Best of luck. Marina Dynick, who placed first in the district extemporaneous speaking LDE held at Wamogo on March 30th. Marina will be competing at the State FFA Conference on June 3rd. Congratulations, Marina. Would you please join me in a round of applause? Mr. Wilds and Miss Woodworth, please approach the podium.
The FFA Achievement Awards program provides awards where members are recognized for accomplishments in the instructional programs and the FFA activities. Members are judged on their own individual effort rather than competing against other students. Achievement awards are given in areas that are not recognized by other awards. For greenhouse management, Cheyenne LeClaire. For greenhouse assistance, Mrs. Mary Schaefer. Busy in the barn, Haley Lauer. The Dog Walker Award, Leah Momira. And Helping Hand Award, Alyssa Boyajian, Stephen Cahill, Nick Carl, and Elizabeth Schubert. Would Ms. Woodworth please approach the podium?
The Exemplary FFA Involvement Award is given in recognition of an FFA member who has participated fully in FFA activities, but who does not hold a chapter office. The award is in the form of a $25 credit to the FFA merchandise catalog. This year's recipient is Kyle Mahalik. Would Mrs. Domack and Ms. Holland please approach the podium?
The Academic Award. This scholarship is given to recognize a student who has maintained the highest grade average this year in agricultural education. Our winner this year has earned an A+ average thus far and receives a $100 savings bond and pin. This year's recipient is Ayla Fritz. Would Ms. Holland please approach the podium?
Class awards. The agricultural education staff is proud to present a book or magazine subscription related to each curriculum area to one student in each class that has demonstrated consistent performance, effort, and achievement. The recipients are Exploring Ag Period 7, Evelyn Scopino. Exploring Ag Period 8, Alden Bates. Greenhouse Nursery and Production, Katrina Boyce. Exotic and Endangered Animal Science, Period 1, Olivia Travelin. Exotic and Endangered Animal Science, Period 6, Maya Page. Field Ecology, Casey Labrie. Ag Mechanics, Systems and Operations, Period 1, Elizabeth Schubert. Ag Mechanics, Systems and Operations, Period 6, Nikki Benson. Ag Products and Processing, Brianna Beach. One more round of applause for our class. Would Miss Woodworth please approach the podium?
Tonight, we would like to highlight a student in each grade for the most outstanding supervised agricultural experience project. Advisors determine these awards based on scope and scale, skill development, and record keeping. Outstanding SAE freshman. So overall, SAE can be quite a challenge for our first year students. This 9th grade student has achieved this goal by her hard work outside the classroom and further development in her agricultural skills related to her project. She has successfully surpassed the 50-hour work experience requirement in their AT journal with over 200 hours. Her dedication to both agriculture and family enterprises include competitive horse showing and training, and helping her dad in his landscaping business. We'd like to recognize Catherine Seppels for the outstanding freshman award. Outstanding SAE sophomore. This year's outstanding sophomore SAE goes to a student who has worked hard outside of class time in a diversified SAE project. She raises, breeds, shows, and sells rabbits at fairs. She's also part of the Busy Bunnies and Friends 4-H Club in Litchfield County and works at M&H, a lawnmower equipment store. Her AET journal has over 130 high-quality hours of hands-on agricultural work and planning. Congratulations to Elizabeth Schubert. Outstanding SAE junior. Our junior class student's SAE is diverse and continues to evolve every year. This student has spent many hours at home where he helps manage his family farm, performing tractor maintenance and repairs, help with a land surveying project, and cares for livestock such as chickens, goats, pigs, and dairy cattle. His AET journal has over 1,300 high-quality hours of hands-on agricultural work and planning. Congratulations, Stephen Cahill, and thank you for your hard work. Outstanding SAE senior. By the time our students enter their senior year, our expectations for their SAE are very rigorous. Ideally, a senior's SAE will be ag-related and a stepping stone to their planned college or career pathway. This student has had many SAEs, such as working at an ice cream food truck, vehicle maintenance and fabrication, snow removal, small engine repair and maintenance, and a landscaping entrepreneurship. As part of his SAE learning goals, this student has developed real-life skills and has earned over $3,000 running his own landscaping handyman business. We would like to recognize Joey Karen as a 2023 Would Connecticut State FFA President Robbie Esselby please approach the podium?
The purpose of the state FFA degree is to recognize those members who, as a result of their participation in ag education and in FFA, have made superior progress towards their goals in agricultural occupations. The Northwestern Regional FFA chapter has 2 members who have qualified for this recognition, Katrina Boyce and Anna Schaefer. An applicant for this degree must have earned and productively invested at least $1,000 or worked at least 300 hours in excess of scheduled class time or a combination thereof in a supervised agricultural experience program. The state FFA degree will be presented at the state FFA convention June 3rd. Congratulations. Members who excel in their SAE programs can be recognized through the Proficiency Award program. These awards encourage members to develop specialized skills that will apply towards a future career. Members are recognized at the local, state, and national levels. We had one student apply for a proficiency award in the area of landscape management entrepreneur and one for specialty animal production placement. Joey Karen has placed first in the state for Entrepreneurship Landscape Management Proficiency Award area. In Joey's landscaping, handyman, and lawn care entrepreneurship SAE, that's a mouthful, Joey. Joey has surpassed over 1,000 hours, gained many clients, and has a net income of over $10,000 in the course of 4 years. Congratulations. The Specialty Animal Production Placement Proficiency Award is given to students who work with animal species not covered in any other award area, including placement at zoos and aquariums. Specifically, this student worked as a docent at Mystic Aquarium. Casey LeBree's responsibilities included working primarily with the aquarium's beluga whales. Casey plans on continuing her work with marine species at the New England University, where she will major in marine biology, hoping to specialize in deep ocean ecology. Congratulations, Casey LeBree. I'm jealous of her job. Last year, we had a senior apply for a proficiency award in the area of veterinary science. Raylan Perigo placed first in the state of Connecticut and was awarded a gold proficiency at the national level. Unfortunately, Raylan chose not to attend the National FFA convention to receive her award, and we hoped to present it to her tonight. However, Raylan is unable to be with us as she is currently heading the Regional College Softball Championships. Wish her the best.
We're going to keep Robbie right here for just a second. The American FFA degree is the highest honor that can be achieved as an FFA member. The final step in the FFA degree system encourages students to grow and achieve personally towards establishing themselves in an agricultural career. Attaining the American FFA degree requires solid commitment to agriculture and the FFA. Degrees are conferred each year at the close of the National FFA Convention. This year, Northwestern Regional FFA Chapter is proud to have just one member who has applied for this recognition. Annually, our Parents, Friends, and Alumni Group provide a full scholarship for American degree recipients to attend the National FFA Convention to receive their degree. On behalf of the Parents, Friends, and Alumni Group, please accept this token of sponsorship. Mr. Robbie Eselby. Thanks again for being here tonight, Robbie. We would like to continue the program, and we are getting close, folks. I know there's some antsy people over there on that side of the auditorium. Having a tough time being quiet. We would like to continue with the program by first thanking the parents, friends, and alumni of the Northwestern Regional FFA, and for all that they've contributed to our program and the support that they show to our members. We are very grateful for your unending support and for providing over $8,253,000 in scholarships and support for students, alumni, and the Ag program this year. We would like to express our sincere appreciation to all those who are active members of our parents, friends, and alumni of the Northwestern Regional FFA. Would parents and friends and alumni members presenting tonight's awards please approach the podium.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lacey Grogan, co-chair of the Parents, Friends, and Alumni Group.
And I'm
PFA. We wanted to take a moment to talk about the PFA before presenting scholarships and recognitions to the students. Each of you, whether you are a parent, friend, alumni, future alumni, you are vital to the success of our group. We encourage you to attend at least one meeting. The PFA supports the Ag Ed students and advisors in a variety of ways, from financial assistance for events and official address, to chaperoning, scholarships, and more. Our largest fundraiser of the year, as many of you may know, is our annual craft fair. We always welcome your help and support with this event.
We meet once a month for about an hour to discuss fundraisers, events, and offer our support to the advisors and the students. Students give a report on what's going on in class and at the chapter level. It's a great way to stay tuned in to what the students and the program are up to and what their needs are.
Current students, you can attend with your adult too. This is how we got our start in the group. Now 9 years after graduation, we still support the program as much as we can.
As former members of the Northwestern Regional FFA chapter, we can speak firsthand about how crucial the support that the parents, friends, and alumni extends to students truly is. Personally, the PFA supported me in several ways, but most memorably with the Leaders for a Lifetime Scholarship, which provided financial support towards attending the National FFA Convention, with the chapter on multiple occasions. Going to convention gave me the opportunity to attend workshops, meet FFA members from all over the country, and hone leadership skills that have helped shape me into the person that I am today.
We encourage you all, especially you graduating seniors, current alumni, and returning parents, to attend a meeting next year. Your support is the only way our group can continue to help the students in the Ag Ed program.
We will now award the Leaders for a Lifetime scholarships. Leaders for a Lifetime scholarships are sponsored by the parents and friends of the Northwestern Regional FFA. These scholarships will be applied toward the cost for students to attend the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis this October. This year, $350 scholarships will be given to students based on FFA activities, scholarships, and exemplary behavior. This year, we are happy to provide scholarships to the following students: Ayla Fritz, Tessa McKelvey, Elizabeth Schubert, and Riley Smith. Congratulations. Would Mrs. Patty Fritz please approach the podium?
Outstanding Student Awards. Since January 1995, the parents and friends of the Northwestern Regional FFA have sponsored quarterly awards to an outstanding student in each agricultural educational class. These awards are in the form of a gift certificate to be used towards merchandise from the FFA supply catalog, field trips, contests, activities, or ag sales room items. These awards are based on all areas of agricultural education. To qualify, a student must have at least a C average in agricultural education and are judged on an overall academic effort. First and second quarter recipients receive their awards at the Winter Achievement Night in February. We extend our congratulations to those students. Third quarter recipients are Exploring Ag Period 7, Evelyn Scapino. Exploring Ag Period 8, Alden Bates. Greenhouse and Jaden Roulette. Exotic and Endangered Animal Science Series 1, Olivia Travelin. Exotic and Endangered Animal Science Period 6, Linnea Ludwig. Field Ecology, Bailey Boisvert. Ag Mechanics, Systems and Operations, Period 1, Amanda Liederman. Ag Mechanics, Systems and Operations, Period 6, Eric Janik. Ag Products and Processing, Patrick Dickey. Congratulations to all third quarters. Outstanding Students Awards for the fourth quarter will be awarded during the 2023-2024 school year. Would Mrs. Charlotte Luzon please approach the podium?
In 2005, an annual scholarship was established by the parents, friends, and alumni of the FFA at Northwestern Regional School. This year, we are proud to provide two 1,000 merit-based scholarships to students who participate in this program and who are furthering their education in an accredited 2- or 4-year college or university or vocation trade school, where they will be pursuing a career in an agricultural-related field. This scholarship is based on accomplishments in school and the community, including leadership and service. Qualifying recipients must meet the following criteria: be current dues-paying FFA members in good standing with the Northwestern Regional FFA chapter, graduating from this high school in this program, or be a first or second year alumni committed to a college, university, trade, or vocational school. Be pursuing a career in an agricultural-related field and show evidence of good citizenship, academic achievement, and a high degree of involvement of the agricultural education, FFA program, and the community, including leadership and service. This year's $1,000 scholarship is awarded to Amanda Letterman, who will be attending the American School of Equine Dentistry, and alumni Robbie Esselby, who is attending
Memorial Community Service Award. Tonight, I am called upon to announce a new award established and presented in memory of Kevin Anstead. Kevin was a parent of 2 program alumni, a past PFA officer, and a longtime supporter of the parents, friends, and alumni of the Northwestern Regional School FFA. As many know, Kevin passed away unexpectedly this past December. Kevin grew up in our supporting towns. He was a talented tradesman and successful agriculturalist. As an avid supporter of the students in this agricultural education program, even years after his own children graduated. However, I believe Kevin most notably is remembered for his proactive willingness and selfless nature in giving back to the communities through his involvement with not only our PFA group, but in support of a multitude of charitable organizations throughout our towns. The PFA would like to see his generous nature and successful community service accomplishments remembered so that his community service will continue to serve as a role model and continued inspiration for our students. In Kevin's name, the Parents, Friends, and Alumni has established the Kevin Anstett Memorial Community Service Award. It is our intention to present this award yearly to the student who has successfully demonstrated the highest levels of community service accomplishments above and beyond their required hours. The following criteria will be used to select the student most deserving of this award. The student must be enrolled in the agricultural education program at Northwestern Regional School. The student must be up to date with their FFA dues and shown as an active FFA member in good standing. The student must have maintained a minimum C average with passing grades in all courses in the school year the award is presented. Students completing grades 9 through 12 are eligible. The program advisors will identify the student who meets the above requirements and who has reported the highest number of community service hours in the current school year, as identified within the Ag Ed AET Student Effort Tracking System. As for the details of the award will consist of a recognition certificate presented tonight to the student. I also want to acknowledge that the PFA will be installing a plaque that will remain within the school recognizing tonight's award winner, and alongside that, we hope will future recognized community servants. In addition, the student being acknowledged tonight will be given the opportunity to select a 501c3 charity of their choice, to which the Parents, Friends, and Alumni will donate $250 in the student's name and in memory of Kevin. Now, let's turn our attention to this recognizing tonight's Student Community Service Award winner. As a freshman, this student has reported over 60 hours of service to not only one single organization, but in the support of many charitable organizations. Some of this student's service accomplishments include assisting with events led by the Boy Scouts, supporting events at the library, and with the volunteer fire department in the town of New Hartford, and here in our own school community by volunteering at fundraising auctions, supporting project graduation, and at our very own PFA craft fair. Please join me in congratulating freshman Alden Baker. Would Miss Patty Fritz please approach the podium?
Weekend Warrior Awards. This program offers a lot of opportunities to the Ag students. Many of them, most of the other high school students do not get to experience. These include collecting sap and processing it into maple syrup, working in a greenhouse and prepping for plant sales, working with tractors and working with the animals. This year was a special one as we've had a young water buffalo in the barn. For these enterprises to be successful, a lot of work is required. Some of this work occurs during school hours and some occurs on the student's own time. An example of this would be caring for the various animals. The animals that are here, whether in the barn, classrooms, or aqua lab, need care every day, not just during the school. Without this extra effort, the program would not be able to offer much of what they do. The PFA would like to recognize the students that have gone above and beyond and put a lot of time outside the classroom. As much of this is done on weekends, we are calling these awards the Weekend Warrior Tonight, we are presenting awards for the third quarter, fourth quarter awards will be presented closer to the end of the year. For plant science, we would like to present the Greenhouse Green Thumb Award to Katrina Boyce. For her work with the small animals, we would like to present Stefania Mancini with the semester's Lab Rat Reward. And lastly, for her work in the barn, we would like to present this semester's Barn Hero Award also to Stefania Mancini. Would Miss Lacey Brogan please approach the podium?
In 2002, the Parents Group voted to purchase and present each year to the graduating seniors the special gold FFA sashes or braided cords to be worn as part of their graduation attire. We hope you will wear them proudly as a symbol of your hard work and accomplishments in agricultural education and the FFA. At this time, we ask the following graduating seniors to come forward to receive their cords. Brianna Beach, Ayla Bell, Katrina Boyce, Miranda Carl, Joseph Karen, Lana Cook, Samuel Day, Patrick Dickey, Marina Dinan, Noah Green, Brianna Hobson Lago, Eric Janet, Kelly Hua Tran, Casey Labrie, Kiana LaRose, Amanda Letterman, Alexa Mazer, Jillian Moore, Isabel Nelcroft, Alyssa O'Connor, Catherine Pofi, James Rhodes, Annika Ryan, Jacob Scrivino, Julia Siri, Anna Schaefer. Wow, you guys have a lot of seniors.
There she is.
Eric Stedman,
Your brother?
Victoria Shigarek, Jenna Tropper,
Okay.
Christina Tropper, Nicholas Zubrowski, and Thomas Zubrowski. On behalf of the parents, friends, and alumni, we want to acknowledge the challenges that these students have taken on the last couple of years and recognize all the perseverance and hard work they have demonstrated. Job well done. Would Miss Holland and Mr. Wiles please approach the podium?
At this time, we would like to recognize our retiring FFA officer team. Would the officers please rise? You have each worked hard and faced many challenges over the course of this year, but you have persevered. Your dedication to our chapter is recognized and deeply appreciated. It is our hope that you will continue to further your leadership skills and remember fondly the time spent with us. Please accept these tokens of our appreciation. Our sincere thanks to the 2022-2023 Northwestern Regional FFA Officer Team.
We will now install the 2023-2024 Northwestern Regional FFA Officer Team. Would Nikki Benson, Bridget Kavanaugh, Sierra Ayla Fritz, Kyle Mahalik, Sammy Nash, Elizabeth Schubert, Evelyn Scopino, and Ryan It is an honor to be an officer in the FFA. This coming year brings with it a departure from our traditional officer roles. For the 2023-2024 year, we will be following the format of the National FFA Officer Team, focusing on cohesive teamwork and ensuring everyone's responsibilities are equal. Therefore, each of you will be installed as a Northwestern Regional FFA Vice President. From time to time during the year, you may encounter difficulties and difficult problems, but through cooperation, hard work, and dedication, you will succeed and the FFA will prosper. Do each of you accept the responsibilities of being an officer in the FFA, and will you do your best to uphold the ideals and principles of the FFA?
We will.
I now declare each of you properly and duly installed. May your year of service be marked by integrity, dedication, and a cooperative spirit. Seek harmony among your fellow officers and set high standards of leadership for all chapter members. It is my pleasure to present to you the 2023-2024 Northwestern Regional FFA Officer Team.
As we come to a close, we would like to look back at some of the memories we've made together this year. So sit back and relax for just a few more minutes and enjoy this special slideshow presentation.
Is that it?
We're done.
Closing ceremony.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn the 39th annual award ceremony of the Northwestern Regional FFA. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in our labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag